So I've got 5 minutes before call. I've got to jump on, and I tried to record this earlier, and damn it if I didn't push the wrong button on YouTube. So I don't do this often enough, so I probably don't know. I'm not as fluid with it as I should be. But on YouTube, if you record a video, if you don't click the right button at the bottom, it's just gone. It's just not there. And anyway, I noticed a lot of people had commentary and opinions about last night's debate, and there was a few points that I thought I'd bring up. You know, just like everybody else, I've got an opinion, so take it for what it's worth. Anyway, you know, kind of going into last night's debate, I mean, it didn't sway me. It was very predictable. It kind of went the way I thought it would. But a few key items I thought worth kind of pointing out that many have pointed out and others haven't really made note of. And number one, to me, the first thing was that, yeah, I think the president has respectably and appreciatively has been very calm and collective and very precise in how he's been addressing a lot of the issues that have been going on over the past year plus. In some of the press conferences where he's taking questions, he's just very calm, cool, and collected. He's answering the questions and smartly walks off the stage when he's had enough, right? So he's kind of contained himself, if you will. So I think one objective last night and one thing that became painfully clear, not painfully, but very clear to me was he kind of just vented. He's just like let it out. He's like, screw it. This is a debate. I'm going after my opponent, and I'm just going to let it out. I'm not going to get a fair shake by Chris Wallace, Mr. Pro-Liberal. I'm not going to get a fair shake by the media. So this is my opportunity for those people that are watching, looking for me to implode and watching their buddy Biden talk, I can at least get my points out there and do so aggressively because there was no moderation in that debate, and he knew it. And even though it still surprised me and pissed me off, it was kind of predictable and expected from Chris Wallace. And anyway, so I think he kind of vented for the first bit. Let me look at my time here. Got a couple more minutes. And the other thing was that he wanted to push Biden's buttons and just see if he can get him to implode and where his kind of anger management would be an issue. And I saw that being a big part of his strategy was let's just poke the bear and just see if we can get him to kind of lose it, which he did a little bit, but you know, nothing what I would consider substantively. And then the third thing was, I mean, it's like a boxing match. No one's really talking about this, but to me, the debate schedule is like a boxing match, and that first round is very much just kind of feeling out your opponent and seeing what works, what doesn't work, and how can I move this ball forward. So to me, this first debate was just Trump through the other means I was talking about he was doing, also kind of feeling Biden out to see what his strategy should be for the next two debates. So I think that was a big part of his, you know, win, lose, or draw. I don't think he really cared. He didn't lose anybody in his base. He certainly didn't lose me. He's exactly the kind of person that I voted for, knowingly, eyes wide open, and he continues to do exactly what I would want him to do. So that was the third point. And then apologize here. The other point was white supremacists. You know, why they brought that up in the face, the blatant face of Black Lives Matter and the Antifa movement that are burning down all the cities across the country. Whether white supremacists even exist anymore is a big question to me. And he's denounced them time and time again. So it's like why he's asking me to denounce them yet again with that going on, I thought was just like a low point in the whole debate. And it was just, you know, really, Chris? And then even when Trump said, you know what do you want me to say? You know, Biden and Chris Wallace both, you know, were talking over him and not letting him even answer that point. So that was kind of my quick elevator kind of pitch overview of what I saw last night. Continue to be a big supporter and, you know, taking the deep state, taking this system down and kind of bringing it back to a constitutional republic that we need to be is not going to be an easy feat. I think the corruption is far and wide, even beyond our country's borders. So it's not going to be easy. He's a hell of a trooper. He's a hell of a leader. And I continue to iterate that me and we the people are here to support him any way, shape, or form. So with all that being said, I just wanted to kind of put those few points out there was my quick observations last night. Talk soon.